We are going to get started right away with the Otter Power Company, so you guys just hop in and go to town. Here is
Should
Back and forth.
be.
Well, good morning. I'm Bill with Otter Power Company. I'm energy manager rep for the Fergus Falls area. Kevin Rogus is also with me. Kevin is our residential energy auditor. We'll get into that a little bit farther. First of all, I guess I can start off with any questions. Let's like that questions. I just have a few slides I'm going to run through, just some basic information as far as our rebate programs. There's a lot more detail to it. There's a lot more depth to it. So if you have specific questions, we do have some literature on the back. The smaller packet is more of a residential packet, and there's a bigger blue one, more for a business one, and then there's actually a book back there for contractors. I don't know where you all fit in that part of it, but feel free to grab any of that literature back there. So who is Otter Power? Otter Power serves about 422 communities through 3 states. You can see through Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota. So we serve a pretty big area. There's 7 of me throughout the service area. I just happen to be out of the Fergus Falls office, so I'm closest to Perham. So I cover your area. As far as rebates for 2026, here's just a real brief summary of what we have rebate to offer. There's also custom rebates. There's other things that aren't on here. LED lighting, basically any lighting, indoors, outdoors, new, retrofit, it's an LED, has a rebate on it. Air conditioning systems, there is some requirements as far as efficiency requirements. Heating, water heaters, you can kind of read through there, it goes on and on and on. I'll just cover briefly some of them as we go through. Any questions on those right away? What is an LED lighting retrofit rebate? LED lighting rebates. Fixtures only, no screw-in bulb. The screw-in bulbs are the ones like you would just screw in here. So those are rebated through stores directly. Like if you go to the Home Depot in Fergus, I'm not sure in Perham if there's what there is, but you'll see the little sign that says these are already marked down for price. Rebate is limited to 75% of the total project cost. That includes the labor. A retrofit rebate is based on the wattage that you save. So the more watts you save going from a high wattage bulb to a lower wattage bulb, the bigger the rebate's going to be on a retrofit. The HVAC stuff kind of breaks down per ton typically is what they're rebated on. There are some energy efficiency requirements on the units. That's all in the book. We can always work with the HVAC contractors to make sure the units qualify before you purchase them. We run model numbers and it tells us the efficiency ratings on those. We also do a bonus rebate of up to $200 per ton for, we call it a quality or improved contractors. There's contractors that go through certain training to understand how a heat pump runs, how a heat pump should be installed, make sure it's done properly. So you get a bigger rebate if you work with one of those approved contractors. Any questions on that part of it? Quite much to that. This is more on the load control side. Are you familiar with the load control? You typically have 2 meters, not always on your house, 2 panels. Different heating technologies can run through load control. You get a reduced rate on your electricity. You get a rebate when you install the equipment. There's lots of different options for load control, from boilers, different types of thermal storage, plumbing heaters. Again, lots of details that I don't want to have to dive into right now, because I'd be here for over an hour, but I'm open to any questions that anybody has. Residential thermostats. Wi-Fi thermostats are getting very popular. Something you can keep an eye on your house when you're not there. It notifies you if you have an issue. We do rebate those. Most of them are up to $150, so it pays for the actual thermostat itself. We even do line voltage thermostats, which would be complete voltage to your thermostat, like for a baseboard heater or stuff like that. Insulation rebates are it's residential only. It does not qualify for new construction. Those are probably the 2 biggest questions we get. It's more of a retrofit if you're remodeling your house. We have rebates available for that type of stuff. Energy Star appliances. Basically, any appliance that's electric could qualify for a rebate. It does have to be Energy Star. That's kind of the catch. We also do a recycling program. A lot of people aren't familiar with that. That's $50 for any electrical, well, not any, but refrigerators, freezers, window air conditioners, you see that there. You can fill out a form online, you can call into our office. We have a third-party vendor that will come to your house, pick up your appliance, and you get $50 for that. So if you buy a new one and recycle your old one, potential to have $100 savings there. Electric vehicles, EV chargers. We do offer up to a $3,000 rebate for a new EV, $1,500 for a pre-owned EV, as long as it's purchased through a licensed dealer. We also have up to $500 for an EV charger, as long as it's on a controlled rate. This shows a little bit of a network of chargers throughout Minnesota that Otter Tail Power has been a part of that we've installed. I think this is pretty up to date. Looks like Valley was on last time. Any questions on EV charging? Okay. One other thing that we have kind of unique that was new maybe a year or two ago was electric power equipment. We were talking to Nick earlier, he had an electric lawnmower that he bought that that works pretty well. So our rebate's available for that. Yard equipment, snow blowers and lawnmowers, push mowers and riding mowers, and this is for commercial also. And then next I'm going to hand it over to Kevin for his auditing portion.
Thank you, Bill. I'm Kevin with Otter Tail Power. I'm their residential energy auditor. Within the residential side of our audits, we offer two from Otter Tail that are programs. One is our house therapy. That's for our lower income. Your income qualified for that. And they can do the same level of audit that I perform, but we hire that from the CAP agencies. So we contract that out to the CAP agencies to perform that one for our income qualified customers. And then for our all electric homes, so if your primary heat is electric and you have electric water heating, we offer a free in-home residential audit for you. And that's called our home transformer program. It includes a blower door test. We do thermal imaging analysis on that. We do a little bit of usage and your detailed reporting on what we found. And then we have a kit as well that we provide for that program. Like it has energy saving measures in it, such as LED light bulbs, pipe wrap for your water heater, door sweeps, gaskets that go on your outlets on your exterior wall to help reduce your air infiltration through your exterior walls. And then we also have the same program that is the home transformer one, but if you don't have electric heat, you can opt in and pay for that. So we only charge $300 for that for our current customers, and it's the same type of energy audit as the home transformer. We just don't give you the kit, the free kit at the end, because you're not all electric. So, and then we also do offer commercial and industrial audits as well. It would different tiers of what we offer for them. We have another in-house energy auditor from Otter Tail Power. He's our industrial and our commercial one. So I do the residential side, and then we have another gentleman who does our commercial and industrial. And so if you own a business or you know of an industrial process that would look at being more energy efficient with what they've got, we can cover that as well. So that's what we got.
Who do you recommend for a dryer?
Yeah, so you want to make sure that that backdraft damper or flapper is effective and working. Not only most of the time, they're always at the end of your house or at the exterior where it's going out. You want to make sure that that sucker is functional and not have wind all around it, so it's half open. Whenever you open your dryer, you get a blast of cold air. Is that what you're experiencing, perhaps? Yeah. So that damper or that flapper at the end of that run, where it's exiting your house, you want to make sure that that guy is clean and properly flapping closed.
Check the flapper.
A little flap.
Check the flapper.
Yeah.
Check the flapper.
Check your flapper. Yeah. Report back on your flapper.
We'll ask you next month.
Thank you for having us. Like Bill said, we've got some information about our residential rebates on the back table, and we'll be here till the end. So.
Yeah, we'll stick around till the end. Again, this was very brief. There's a lot of detail to it. We didn't want to get super involved in 15-minute discussion.
Big overview.
Feel free to reach out anytime. We have some business cards here. If you have
kind of go through here in the Perham area, Frazee. First up is empowering kids, so you can come on in. Oh, and Boys and Girls Club. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, he's not getting out with doing this together. We've done everything else together up until this point. I'm Justine Anderson with Empowering Kids.
I am Ryan Williams with Boys and Girls Club.
And it is Giving Hearts Day on Thursday of this week. Boys and Girls Club and Empowering Kids have partnered for years on Giving Hearts Day, and it originally started when we were located in the old nursing home. And it happened because we shared a lot of the same kids, and then we're geographically located to each other. So we just decided that this partnership made sense, and it's continued through the years. Much like our Spuds for Love baked potato lunch that we're having on Thursday. That has been a hit for the last 2 years, and so why fix what's not broken, and we're continuing it again this year. From 11 to 1 on Thursday at the Boys and Girls Club, you can come and get a baked potato. It is catered by Spanky's in Burgess. They have all the fixings with it: chili, bacon, cheese from Bongards, sour cream, butter, salt and pepper, of course. And then frosted sugar cookies. We almost had a cookie crisis this morning with Central Market where they weren't frosted. I know. And I said, send that back to the bakery. We need frosted sugar cookies because those are a big hit as well. So from 11 to 1, you can come on site, come see us, come see our spaces. But if you can't come on site, on your tables are some to-go order forms. And actually, Ryan just told me this morning that we already have 175 to-go orders and deliveries. So that's been great. We've been trying to push that a little bit more this year. And so if you're a business or if you order 10 or more baked potatoes, we will deliver to your wherever you need for free. And that has also been a big hit with some area businesses, so we appreciate that. But of course, if you can't and you don't like baked potatoes, I actually don't like baked potatoes, but I'll eat it. You can still donate. We'll take your money as well on Giving Hearts Day. And you can go to the givinghearts.org portal and search for whatever nonprofit that you feel like donating to, and it goes towards the goals that we're trying to raise on Thursday.
Yeah, so together we are trying to raise $120,000, which is pretty close to where we were at last year. This is my first Giving Hearts Day with the Boys and Girls Club, so I'm pretty excited to just be a part of it and see the community come together. 60,000 of that goal will be for the Boys and Girls Club, 60,000 for Empowering Kids. On the Boys and Girls Club side, we are raising funds to really do the above and beyond stuff for our program. So we keep costs very low, and that's to be able to provide access to as many families as possible. But in doing so, we fundraise for the fun stuff outside of just providing the safe care and the activities in it. So various field trips to places like Feed the Fish, outings to the PAC, or to other community areas. We try to bring individuals to our location to provide different experiences. We will do healthier snacks and lunches and different STEM activities. STEM has been a huge push, the science, technology, engineering, math. We've really had a focus this year on nature throughout STEM. It's been pretty cool to see all the kids get engaged behind different nature activities. And then so the first part is very program heavy. If we meet that goal and go past, our secondary goal is to install some acoustic panels in our gymnasium. So last year we were fortunate to have a generous gift from Perham Health to provide the mats around our gym, which made those brick walls a little more safe for activities, so we can be a little more aggressive in the gym and run harder and play harder. But the acoustic panels are going to be able to provide a softer sound in the gym. It is very loud and echoing. So for kids that have sensory needs, auditorial sensitivities, it gets to be very difficult, very overwhelming. And so we're trying to provide that physical activity for them, but they're very resistant of it because of that environment. And so acoustic panels will soften that noise, really just provide a more welcoming environment. And so that's where our funds this year are really earmarked towards. Again, that goal is $60,000, and we are on our way.
Yeah, we're doing 60,000 as well, obviously. And ours is really just to keep our doors open and lights on. Our budget is heavily reliant on donations, grants, and Giving Hearts Day is a big part of that we use to just make it work. So ours is going towards just providing the intensive services that we do to children with autism. And it's to pay the difference between what we get paid and actually not getting paid at all right now for EIDVI services in the state. So this Giving Hearts Day will be critical from a cash flow perspective. But I think we're at 25% of our way to our goal, and so it's been great so far with early giving. So it's fun. It's always a good time to get out and talk to groups like the Chamber. We have the Rotary coming on Thursday for lunch on site, and we have a fun activity for them planned. Yes, it's an activity. Maybe an animal or two. So yeah. Anyway, we invite you out if you want to come and take part. We would love to have you.
And it is just free will donation, so there's no suggested amount or anything. It is just what you are able and willing to provide. Any questions about it?
All right. Thank you, guys. Okay, so Perham Center for the Arts, I don't think it's not Katie. So they will also be a part of the Giving Hearts Day. They have some couple canvas painting classes, piano concert, and there's tickets available for those on their website. So if you want to do that. Cornerstone, they're looking to raise $6,000. They have some matching funds that they also are going for, so make sure you support them. They have a lot of activities for kids and families in the Frazee area.
She sent me like an updated
Oh, she did?
deal today. Yeah. It's good. So she said, why does your donation matter? Their mission is partnering to build a healthier community for families and youth by providing nutritious food, mentorship, arts, culture, and skill development in a safe and supportive environment while making connections to the resources they need to thrive. So it's located in Frazee, but they serve the whole area. And then it says, why does your donation matter? $10 can feed a hungry person for a day. A pair of socks can keep a feet from freezing. An hour of your time can be a lifesaver to some youth who just needs a friendly smile. So they are taking monetary donations, or if you need a place to volunteer anytime, they'll accept that as well.
Okay. And then someplace safe. Is anyone here? Okay. And they are also doing the Giving Hearts Day. So basically you go to that site and then you can choose which or all. You can
search by town or county.
Yeah. And then you just search up the name of the business and donate there, and you can do multiple businesses too. So there is early giving, so you can go online now, but the big push is actually Thursday. That's the big Giving Hearts Day. All right. So next up we have Horizon Human Resource Consulting.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi there.
One of our newest members. So
Yeah.
welcome, Amy.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Good morning, everyone. I am Amy Wischmann, as they said, and I provide human resource consulting services for businesses that are small enough to not need a full-time human resource person on site, or perhaps they're just getting started and they don't even know where to begin. What does human resources even mean? What could it mean to my company? What did that provide for me? So that is what I do. Everyone can benefit from human resources done well, regardless of size, for-profit, non-profit, anything, any type of business. So when a business brings on an employee, they start a journey together, right? Every employee has a life cycle that they go through, and human resources is really there to make sure that that journey goes very smoothly for both the employer and the employee. One of the HR groups that I'm in says we are pro-employment. We are not there to make that employment experience the best possible experience that it can be for everybody on both sides of that coin. So what does that look like? There are key steps along the way on that path. So as from the perspective of a business, knowing that you are here representing the business community, maybe it's how do I even start attracting the right people to come and work for my business? Maybe it's that very initial experience with your company. You know your company like the back of your hand, right? But your brand new employee does not. So how do I onboard them in a way that communicates what I expect from them, the values of my organization? How do I do that well? Make it a nice, smooth process for them. You can see the stat that I just threw up there. About 20% of employee turnover happens within the first 45 days. They know that. So that onboarding experience, very important. And lastly, what does success look like in my organization? Do I have well-written job descriptions? Do I know how to communicate to someone that I hire what my expectations are, what exactly they're supposed to be doing? Moving along further in the journey, how do I provide feedback along the way that is meaningful, that's supportive, corrective, all at the same time? And obviously, as you all know, every once in a while you have a difficult issue that you have to handle. And that's when I think most people think of human resources as coming into that picture is, I need some advice on how to handle this. I'm in a tough spot. And then lastly, exiting, which is an important part of the life cycle as well for employees and for businesses. You can learn a tremendous amount from people who are leaving your company, whether that's, they're moving on to a different opportunity, making sure, have them give you feedback on what went really well for them along that journey and what didn't. What would they have liked to have experienced for support? You can take that information and use it to do better with the next employee. Or in the case of someone retiring, that knowledge transfer. Have I done everything that I need to do if I know I'm losing a key employee to gain that information that they're taking out the door with them, possibly. Especially small businesses that you may have just 2 or 3 key people. If they're moving on, that becomes extremely important so you don't lose that knowledge. You don't want people having to start over. This is an eye chart. I know, my husband warned me about that. But this, I just wanted to give people a sense of what I most often have tapped into from companies. So again, getting started at the hiring point of the journey. Do you know how to write a really good job posting? Do you know how to use Indeed well, which is where most people post their jobs? Do you know how to use Indeed for free? Do you know a lot of companies don't realize that they don't have to pay to use Indeed? So that's a big part of what I do, writing really, decent screening questions and interview guides. Do you know what you can't ask in an interview? That's a really important piece of information for businesses to have. Do you know all of the different paperwork that you have to do to be compliant? You've done every single piece of paperwork you have to do when you bring on a new hire, I-9s included. And if you have I-9s and you don't know if they're done correctly, do you know how to correct them? Because it's not as simple as, let's toss it and do a new one. You can't do that, right? So there are really specific ways that you correct an I-9. I do advise businesses on that a lot. We already talked about job descriptions, making sure those are well written. Obviously, a big one is employee handbook. Do you know that your handbook has everything in it that it's supposed to? Or maybe you have organizational policies specific to your business and you're just not sure how to write that so that it's well communicated and on the right side of employment law. So that's a big one, employee handbooks. Performance management tools. Maybe your company's gotten a little larger and you want to have some kind of performance review system and you're just not quite sure where to start. So helping you with that. And lastly, like we talked, just a sounding board for tough decisions. Managers are obviously your key people, and I provide a lot of support to managers who are maybe just want to talk through something that they are experiencing with an employee. And can I get a little advice on that? So that's it in a nutshell. So tailored support, I would provide, exactly what your business is looking for. It could be very, very specific. Maybe it literally is just, I have a new job that I need to hire for, and I do need help writing that job posting. So very tailored, bringing some structure to the organization without having to have that other layer of bureaucracy, and as I mentioned, some assistance without having someone full-time. Most small businesses, just again, in reality, they would not need someone on staff. But they could still benefit every once in a while from having someone to just talk to and check in with. So that's everything. If anyone has any questions about either what I do, or if you have a burning HR question you'd like an answer, I would be happy to try to give you some advice.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, Holly was not able to be here this morning, but there is going to be the community musical coming up, and that'll be in March. Willy Wonka this year. I don't know if you guys went last year. It was Wizard of Oz, right? I was there. It was awesome. Yeah, it was a neat production. They've also been doing some upgrades to the auditorium as well, so that'll be kind of fun to see. But yeah, so March 19th, and then you got it. You're up.
Threw you in.
I'm like, wait a second.
That would make more sense for me. This is gonna be a little weird. I'm gonna bring my chair because I'm getting old and I have a vertigo going on this morning. So I'm gonna change things up a little bit. So I'm
That's
gonna fall
okay.
over in front of everybody.
Whatever you need to do.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
So I just wanted to talk really quickly. A lot of people don't know all of the services that Mackenzie offers, especially in Ottertail County. So I just wanted to share really quickly everything that's under our umbrella. And thank you for condensing down the list. I have a 3-page list that I will say, or kind of run through. There's extras, please take them. They're more detailed. They show what counties the services are in, and specifically Ottertail. So please take one of those, keep it, share the information. Really quick snapshot. This is everything we have. I'm just going to highlight what we offer in Ottertail County. We have Energy Assistance Program. I'm guessing we work with Ottertail Power. Did they sneak out?
He's in the kitchen.
Oh. I'm guessing they work with Steve and Dan with us. Our Head Start is kind of a combination where we have Head Start programs in Ottertail County, and West Central Initiative also has Head Start. We serve early Head Start up to age 3. They serve 3 to 5, so we have a nice partnership there. And then update, I was here a couple months ago asking for help promoting for providers, and we do have 2 people getting licensed. So, little Head Start update there. We have housing programs in Ottertail County. We have the Friends, Family, and Neighbor program in Ottertail County, which helps non-licensed people do childcare. That is not income eligible at all. We have family health. We have a family health office in Perham. That is also non-income eligible. Anybody can take advantage of those services. We're in the Hammond Dentistry. We have a Father's Resource Program in Ottertail County. Again, no income guidelines for that. CCAP, or Child Care Assistance Program. We offer that in Ottertail County. That helps families pay for child care, which we all know is super expensive. We have MNsure support programs offered in Ottertail County. No income guidelines again there. That's available to anybody. Senior programs, no income guidelines. I'm thinking we partnered some with Elevate in the beginning. Cynthia's awesome with our senior programs. SNAP, Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program. We have Volunteer Income Tax Assistance. That's a big one that people might want to share. That is somewhat income eligible. We prefer to help people with taxes that have their yearly income is $67,000 or less. And it's a free service to help file their taxes. weatherization program in Ottertail County. There again, I'm guessing you work with Ottertail Power. That is income, it does have income guidelines. So that's a really quick run through of what we serve in Ottertail, and if you can tell the handout, it lists the counties that we serve. Just about everybody that works with Mojave Ottawa loves outreach, so if you ever have any event or know of anything coming up that we can help support, be part of, just to kind of help get the word out, help serve people that live in Perham and Ottertail County, reach out. There's 2 phone numbers listed on the top of that. Just call and say, hey, can I talk to somebody in weatherization or whatever program, and they will connect you, and we would love to partner. So, really quick overview of everything. Any questions? I'm glad I'm still standing, but it's just helping. With any program at all?
Do you feel that you're being found? Are people finding your services?
Not as much in this area. We have a really strong presence in Becker County, and I'm not sure if that's because that's our main office, so it's big, we shout Mojave Ottawa everywhere in Becker County. We don't have an open office in Perham, where you don't see us on the street as much. Like I said, we have family health in Hammond Dentistry, but we just have a little sign on the door. We have a closed office in Perham where I roost sometimes. We have an energy assistance person that offices there. So it kind of, by area, depends. I don't think our services are well known in this area. But we definitely are here to help people, low income, non-low income, seniors, families. We have a lot under our umbrella. So, yeah, any other questions? Okay, please share the information, keep this handy. If you ever think of anything, reach out to us. We're here to help.
All right, thank you so much.
So I get to talk about all the great things we did last year. I'm gonna stand over here, sorry. So, we hit a record number of members last year, which is insane. In comparison, in 2024, we gained 34 new members, so this last year we gained 53 new members. Not sure where Mackenzie found them all, but she found them. And then we've had, technically, as of this morning, 4 new since January 1st. Welcome to storage stuff, and they just signed up this morning. The Perm Bucks and Holiday Dollars program are consistently, the numbers are insane every year. We did have like a little bit of a lower number in Perm Bucks sold, but that could just mean the difference if one business chose to do something else for Christmas gifts or something like that. It was only like $5,000, I think. The Holiday Dollars program, we sold out $100,000, went flying into our community in less than 7 days. That was a record. 6.5 days. We closed at noon on that Wednesday. So we had something in the afternoon, and they were gone before noon on the Wednesday. So we went Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, not day, Wednesday, gone. So if you want holiday dollars this next year, they go on sale the first Monday in November, and just know that get them the first week just to be safe. It's going to go quicker and quicker and quicker every year. If you want to help us grow the number of holiday dollars, we rely mostly on participating businesses. They supplement a lot of it, and then sponsors. So some of our larger businesses donate more to the program, and that allows us to make up for that 20% discount. So 5% of the 20% is the businesses that accept get the 19 of every $20 at deposit, and then we fundraise for the 15%. And we added that to our membership this year. That helped a lot, and then Pat Helmuth helps us make up the difference. And this is, both of these programs are something that funnel through the chamber, but we don't make any money off of them. Some people think that there's like a fee or we're taking a cut somehow, but we truly make zero money. And we love doing it. Like the more we can pump out, the better it is for our businesses and our local economy, so. Yeah, so if you ever need perm bucks for employee gifting, it's the universal gift card that has to be spent here in town. Message it from. Our website continues to grow every single year. We had about 30,000 more visitors or page views than last year. These are our top 2 referral sources. These ones each brought in like 60 and 4, I think it was like 60,000 from Google, 40,000 from Direct. So Direct is just somebody typed in perm.com right into their web browser and off it went. The bottom ones, so Facebook, that's just a link. They went to our Facebook page, clicked on perm.com, went there. We did a couple paid promotions through Form Communications, so that would be the Cabin Show and Turtle Fest. So that made our top 5. And then we partner with Explore Minnesota. So that is people from around the globe going to the Explore Minnesota website and choosing Perm to click on and further explore and plan their trips and plan their lives and move here and all the things. Top pages consistently, these kind of, the events calendar and Turtle Fest compete for the top spot every year. This year Turtle Fest won it over. We had about, I think it was 45,000 people looked at the Turtle Fest page, and about like most of them are during that week. So that is all of the people that are on our flyer. You are listed, the sponsors. So sponsoring that event gets you a ton of coverage other than the obvious, like our radio ads and the Facebook flyers and stuff like that. So that's 30,000 eyes on your business name if you want to sponsor Turtle Fest. And we also have ads on both the event calendar and the business directory. So those are just logos that pop up and circulate on the sides. If you want to add something like that or look into those additional sponsorships, you can talk to Mackenzie. Our Facebook page was insane this year. For some reason, I can't find the 2024 numbers, but I know that they weren't this. I would say 4 times the number of views on our page. Yes, April in the consistency crushed it. So we had 2.3 million social views in 2025. So that's 2.3 million times someone saw our content. So that could be, I mean, I see our content multiple times a day, so that counts into the numbers. But still, like, that's a lot of impressions on Perham. So I'm really, really, really proud of that number. And then if you look at the from ads, that would be, we only really boost for Cabin Show and Turtle Fest. So that number is marginal compared to the organic growth that we had. We gained about 1,000 followers on Facebook and then about 100 followers on Instagram. So we're still really working to try to grow that Instagram, and I don't know what it is. I know, like, it just might be the world that we live in. But yes, Facebook is still our top powerhouse. And then I just plugged the Perm Events Committee Facebook page as well, because we do run that page for the Perm Events Committee group. That one has the 4,000 followers, and that reached 385, and we did do some paid ads on there as well for those top events like the spring Crazy Days, Oktoberfest, and then the Home for the Holidays, Passport, all of the fun stuff that happens over Christmas. So that had a lot of eyes as well. And I think I look at it more as like Discover Perm, that reaches the whole country. Like we get all the states come and look at that one. Perm Events Committee is more focused on the local area because those are the people that are actually going to physically come to those events that we're having. So that's why the numbers are a little bit different there. Celebrating you guys, we had, so with the 53 new members, we had 20 ribbon cuttings last year. So this is all the 20 there. So yeah, and I accidentally put Don Blazers in there twice on accident. All kids was our other one. So just ignore that.
people that are being nominated and businesses. But we will accept more nominations because we do have a committee that gets together and then they have like a discussion of who should get what and that kind of thing based on nominations. So super easy. You don't have to write a professional paragraph. Literally just get in there, put a name in there and 2-3 sentences and nominate someone. So don't feel like you have to take a lot of time to do it. We just want to know, because we're out in the community, but so are you. You might recognize someone that needs this recognition. And so we want you to put them in there. So you just go to perm.com and then fill out the nomination form. Literally a couple minutes, or
There's a code on the agenda.
it's QR code on your
Scan it, it'll go right there. You don't have to sign in. With Cornerstone, it makes it look like you have to sign into your membership account, but you can skip that part.
Yeah, so super easy. Please nominate. And then Home and Cabin Show is coming up. That will be free admission again. Saturday, March 14th is just a day. The day works out really nice. We get, I don't know, 2,500, 3,000 people roughly. We forget to count every year, but they all just come through the doors. But we have free stuff for all the kids too, like bounce house swimming. There's space painting for a few hours. Lots of door prizes from the vendors, food. The Lions, I believe, is coming again this year. We do have space still available. We'd like to fill both the field house and the back gym. Last year it was pretty darn full. So, but as anything, people are a little late to sign up, so we're waiting for the rest to trickle in. But it's a great show. We have a lot of fun, and we get to promote a lot of businesses in the Perham area. So make sure you sign up if you haven't already. And then city updates. You got anything, Nick?
John's gone.
John left.
Rude.
Rude.
Oh, he knew it was coming too. It's not like it's a surprise.
I just have 2 things to touch on, 2 dates I want you to put in your calendar. Our 4th Monday of the month, SBDC Consulting is coming up on February 23rd. So Beth Perday from SBDC will be right here in this room, 8:30 to 9:30. Anybody's welcome. Just come talk about anything business related, questions. It's a pretty good group. Stacy's been there. Anybody else been there? Let's see. No, come on, join
Ooh,
us.
Stacy.
It's fun.
It's free.
And it's free.
It's good, it's free. The other one is March 12th. We're having our Perham Housing Symposium. So we're hosting that out at Perham Lakeside Event Center. So we're gonna have some speakers from Center for Rural Programming and Development or something like that. And then we're gonna have the consultants that did our housing study come and present the findings from the housing study and some other stuff in there as well. So that's gonna be from 9 to noon on March 12th. Sign-ups for that are through Otter County, so you gotta register. That one is also free. So those are the 2 things for me.
All right. Does anyone have, next Power Hour, March 10th?
It's gonna be a big week.
Yeah.
Power hour, housing, thing, open show.
Symposium.
Anyone have anything to share for open mic?
I do. Dr. Tammy Anderson, I wanted to share that her son and soon-to-be daughter-in-law are back in the Perham area. Well, Morgan Parks, she's still down in Arizona finishing up her last semester of dental school. And then she'll be joining us on continuing dentistry as a newest associate sometime this summer. We're thinking July. And then Zach's already in town. He's working on the business side at continuing dentistry. So start this week, there'll be a magician coming, and they all follow the theme, so various stuff. It is all open to register, just go to the PAC website to youth activities. If you run into any issues, just give me a shout out, get y'all all signed up.
And if there's anyone in the community who wants to volunteer, like an hour for any of those themes, we'll also fit you in, so.
Yes.
It's fun for the kids to do different things, not just do crafts. Yeah. We had a scuba diver last year, it was awesome. Yeah. Anything else?
I guess I'll plug something.
Elevate.
We're trying to really promote our support groups in town. So we've got Parkinson's support, that's this afternoon, once a month. We've got our dementia support, which is kind of sprinkled throughout the month because we have a lot of different things. We have a grief support group that is for anyone at any stage. So that could be of the loss of a child all the way to the loss of a 95-year-old mom. You know, that it doesn't really matter if it happened 10 years ago or 2 days ago. So that one we're really trying to promote because people are always, are like, what have I been missing? Like, you don't realize how welcoming it is to go to a place like that when you've been there. So that one, we're really pushing. And then also Perham Living has a caregiver support group. And they're randomly placed throughout the month. So just check out the LGA website for all the specific times and info on it. But we're just really trying to encourage people who really need those.
All right. Okay, well, we will pick some winners. Do you want to do that? This one is for a $25 ticket to the brew. John does not win. All right. If he comes back, don't tell him. Trevor.
Now I
Tell
go.
John, thank you. All right, Pizza Ranch gift card. I don't know how much it's for.
50.
Is it 50? Yeah, the big one. Tashi. Come on up. Big winner. Okay, another brew. Nick Murdock. And Pizza Ranch.
No, I won't.